Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I hope say you hear me. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Although you know if you unmute yourself, but in case you know they hear me, just try to write me, especially those of us when they Zoom. So you just write me to know to know whether you they hear me or not. Sorry, I need to this. So we're ready to go now. So the echo before, but I believe say the echo don't stop now or not. Okay, so yes, today we said we'll answer some questions together. We'll answer some questions together, you know, under this topic when be Norme Sorpasso. So these questions we'll go see for here. I think this is stay. So I beg those of us when they what's up, just try to write me if the sound is okay so that I know what to do, please. Just write me on WhatsApp if the sound is okay. It's okay. Okay, thank you so much. I think that one It's enough to continue. Okay, so we say today we will answer some questions under this topic when the Norme su Sorpasso. So, for example, this number one question. This number one question talks, say, is Sorpasso vietato di notte? Okay, thank you for that one. It says, is Sorpasso vietato di notte nei centri urbani con pubblica illuminazione insufficiente? That is to say, for inhabited area, say overtaking is prohibited, maybe because of insufficient lights, all those street lights, maybe say not they sufficient, maybe they're not the bright way, you know, those kind of things. For example, maybe a place like this, because of say the lights not the day, bright enough, that is to say, you know, will feel overtake, which is not true. Now fast, so because those street light not get anything to do with the street light. After all, your car get its own light. So the answer now fast, so because the things where if he prohibit you to overtake, remember we talked about the divieto di Sorpasso, which is the vertical one and also the horizontal one, and also maybe because of maximum speed limit. You understand? So the number one question now fast, so. Why number two talks say, durante un sorpasso in autostrada, l'insufficiente distanza di sicurezza può essere causa di incidente. That is to say, during an overtaking, that is during an overtaking on the highway, maybe motorway, say the insufficient safety distance could be the reason of accident. For example, we all know say safety distance might be, for example, the distance when we say this vehicle when they here, so they keep with this other vehicle. That is this one might be the safety distance. Or less, for example, the distance between this vehicle and this vehicle, or this one and this one. So the distance when we say that they keep with each other, now be the safety distance. So within this question they talk, they say, if this distance not there sufficient, if it be the reason of accident, which is true, because if you not maintain safety distance, if it lead to accident for autostrada, if it be the reason of accident, you understand? So the answer to number two, Navero. So those of us when they connected through Zoom, if you get any question, just try to write them down. You understand? So later you'll be given the permission to ask some questions, although the questions not go too much. You understand? So, but in case you get any question, you just write them down as they go on. So number two, we talk in Navero. Why we say number three talk say è vietato sorpassare un'auto della polizia non in servizio di emergenza per non ostacolarne la marcia. That is to say, it's prohibited to overtake a police car when we say in no day in emergency because you don't want obstruct or you don't want hinder their movement. No, because remember we talk say police car, not the only police car, all those ambulance and all those vehicles, when we say emergency vehicle, we talk say if they're not there in emergency, you feel overtake them. You understand? You feel overtake them, but not only maybe if he gets something, maybe say he prohibits you to do so. You understand? So the only thing when he prohibits you to overtake all those all those police vehicles when we say they're not there in emergency. Now this sign where we say they here, so the sign wey dey down, which is divieto di sorpasso. If divieto di sorpasso not dey, you fit overtake them. Another thing wey go fit still prohibit you to overtake them, for example, you see for this type of road now, they put 50 kilometers per hour as maximum speed limit. If, for example, now you did this same road and the police vehicle, they in emergency, and they run maybe 50 kilometers per hour. That is to say, for you to overtake vehicle when they run 50 kilometers per hour, you need to exceed 50 kilometers per hour. So if you overtake them that time, that in that case, you are prohibited to overtake, because you know if you overtake them that time, because that time you need to exceed the speed limit, which you know if you do, you understand, to overtake them. But in the absence of that one, and also another thing when go still prohibit you to overtake, namely this continuous line when be say diagram, you understand, because you know if you go above continuous line to overtake. But in the absence of all those things, you feel overtake a police vehicle when be say not in emergency, as long as nothing prohibits you to overtake them, and as long as you not go above the speed limit, you understand. So the answer to this number 3 now falso. Why we say number 4 talk say dopo il sorpasso bisogna rientrare immediatamente a destra rallentando. That is to say, after you don't overtake vehicle when they your front finish. For example, in this case now, after you don't overtake this vehicle finish, you need to quickly return to your normal lane, then you slow down. No, it's a wrong way of driving. It's very wrong, because you know immediately overtake vehicle finish, then you can't re-enter, can't slow down. In that case, you create danger for the vehicle when we say you don't overtake. Rather, if you overtake this vehicle finish, even before you enter, it's always advisable for you to watch your rear mirror, which is your reverse mirror. Watch them, because anything will make you from there sight the vehicle when we say you don't overtake. That is to say, the space when you need to re-enter, you don't do sufficient. So if you re-enter that time, and not be say if you enter, you can't slow down. You understand? You enter and continue your movement. So number 4, the answer to number 4, na falso. Why we say number 5 say, in caso di intenso traffico, è consentito ai motocicli utilizzare per il sorpasso le corsie reservate. That is to say, during traffic jam or hold up like this, say it's allowed for all those motorcycles to use this reserve lane, or maybe a lane like this, or this bus lane. You understand? Those lanes when we say they reserve for either overtaking, or either for maybe turning left or turning right, or maybe like this one, this emergency lane or acceleration lane or deceleration lane. So all those lanes are reserved lane. So the question say during overtaking, is allowed for motorcycles to use those lanes to take overtake. No, it's not true, because even in this case now, you see this motorcycle here, the only reason we're going to make this motorcycle enter this lane, they drive, they go, now only if, for example, he exit, that is to say where he want for command for this autostrada, is maybe from here to that distance is 500 meters, you understand? So anything we make, if now 500 meters, let's for example, if you watch here now, you'll see exit, you understand? If now here, this bike person want for command, yes, if he take here, you understand? As long as he saying exit, now 500 meters, so if he take here, not be only the bike person, even normal cars, you understand? But if he be say, where you want for exit, you know be 500 meters, you understand? Say maybe they continue in movement, is prohibited for them to go transit on top of this line, you understand? Not be only motorcycle, both cars, you understand? Because reserve lanes is reserved for that particular purpose. For example, this reserve lane here is this one, emergency lane, which is reserved for emergency vehicle. For example, maybe accident happen for road, ambulance want quickly intervene, and also maybe police won't come, you understand? So for emergency purpose, not before overtaking purpose. So that is where the answer to number 5 is falso. And also take note here, because this one is still emergency lane. This thing, when this vehicle they do for here is very wrong, you understand? You know, if you overtake through this line. Apart from even say, the line say na reserve lane, watch double the double line, sorry, the continuous line when you get for here, and also watch this other yellow continuous line of this bus person. So waiting this person, this car they do for here is very wrong, you understand? So you know, if you do this kind of thing, take note, otherwise you go ready to bear the consequences. So the answer to number 4, is it number 4, number 5? I think number 5. So the answer to number 5, we talk say now fast. When number 6, before we will go number 6, this number 7, I just want, especially those when they Zoom, write the answer to of this number 7. If not Vero, just write on Vero to our WhatsApp group, and if not fast, so write on to the WhatsApp group as well. So, but for those when we say the day YouTube, just leave your this thing for under. If not Vero, write Vero. If not fast, so just write fast for under. I mean, for the comment section for YouTube. So I give us time to take, look into that one. Number 7, consentito y sorpasso su tratto discendente di un dorso in una strada a 2 corsie a doppio senso di marcia. So I believe we don't get the answers because time don't pass. We know if we wait for a very long time. So later we'll go see them to know whether na vero or na falso. So we don't do with number 5. Number 6 say, il conducente che intende sorpassare deve assicurarsi che la potenza del motore del proprio veicolo sia maggiore di quello del veicolo da sorpassare. That is to say, the driver of vehicle, when we say he want overtake the other vehicle, he need to ensure himself say the engine of him vehicle, that is the engine of vehicle is more powerful than the one when we say he want overtake, which is not true, because even what is it called, Fiat 500, if he overtake Ferrari, if for example the two of the day autostrada, Ferrari they run 70 or 80, for example, or 90, and Fiat 500 they run 100 or 120, so you go overtake them. It not depends on the power of the engine, you understand? So it depends on this the speed when we say they run at that particular time. Now you go determine whether you feel overtake or not be the power of engine, you understand? So the answer to number 6 na falso. When number 7, this number 7 we'll talk just now, we'll go check whether waiting we put okay, somebody say falso, somebody say vero. I still they wait too, because we they waste time. Why be say others never commit? I be we not know the answer, even when I don't still translate them. Just write something. I want me to write something before I go explain it. Okay, that is okay. Now, this question, what in this question talks, it say è consentito il sorpasso sul tratto discendente di un dorso in una strada a 2 corsie a doppio senso di marcia. That is to say is allowed for you to overtake for maybe descendants, that is for a slope road, when we say now slope, when we say now two lane, you understand, for double way. That is to say, for this kind of road now, Now what do you mean? Say it's allowed for you to overtake because you did descend. You understand? You did come down from here. You understand? Then you did descend. Now, why we say it's allowed for you to overtake for this place? If you watch this particular stretch of road, you will see say it get two lines when they ground. One they broken, the left part they continuous, while the right one they broken. Now, what will be the difference between these two? Now we need to be very careful for this particular sign, because if you understand this thing very well, it will enable you to answer questions for different topics. I think I don't remember this topic also where questions like this they come out. Now, always understand something. Anything will make you pass, maybe you don't pass hill, you don't pass corner, you don't pass train track, you always they get broken line, especially for this double line. And what will be this broken line? This broken line means a vehicle when they here is permitted to overtake, going above this line, you understand, to the other lane to overtake the vehicle when they here. Why vehicle when they this other lane, go feel overtake. Therefore, this continuous line, it called the vehicle when we say let me say the other part of the road, which is the left part of the road. It called and tell us make it maintain in lane, so feel overtake. But the one when they here feel overtake. Why we say the one when they here feel overtake? When did the right part feel overtake? Because understand something. The reason when make the owner of the road they prohibit you to overtake in some certain area now because of lack of visibility. Now, but if you watch this place now, as they descend, you see say your visibility is clear. You they see vehicle, if vehicle they come for your front now, so you go see them. But if you they climb here, they feel see far because your visibility go reduce. Like this particular stretch of road now, if you watch, he is still different. But anything will make you go front to the other place. Now you see say they'll still prohibit vehicle when they here to overtake. Why? Because that time it don't decline here. You understand? So anything will make visibility they reduce or they scarce, the owner of the road will prohibit you to overtake. So if they come down from here, your visibility not they reduce. Rather, it they clear because you will even see more. You understand? Not only when you they climb here, and also maybe when you they pass corner. You understand? So now those places visibility for the day scarce. When we say the owner of the road will prohibit you to overtake. So like for this case now, the answer is Vero. If they come down from here like this, you go feel overtake. Why? Because your visibility is high, they low. You understand? So the answer to this number 7, now Vero. Then why we say number 8 talks say è consentito il sorpasso a destra dei motocicli se vi è spazio sufficiente. That is to say, all those motorcycles, you permitted to overtake them from their right side if sufficient space day. You understand? That is to say, if you overtake them for right because of say space day, you just go. No, because this motorcycle, not the only motorcycle, but normal vehicle. Go feel normal car or every other vehicle, go feel overtake them from their right part. It gets some situation where we say you feel overtake or when permit you to overtake for right part. For example, if the vehicle when you dey in back, don't already signal tell you say in one go left side. You understand? For those consider the preselezione, if the vehicle don't already signal say you want to go left, you don't choose to go left, you understand, put navigator, you feel overtaken for right, you understand? So all those places, now you feel overtake a machine and other vehicles for right. So it don't mean say now because of say space when space they sufficient, or maybe because you just say it they wide, then you begin to overtake them for right. Because not forget say the normal position when you overtake as a driver, now be the left part. You understand? So even if you dare autostrada vehicle when you want overtake, you occupy your right side. Either you give them light or you give a horn, you understand, you blow a horn for them, boom, then to call in attention so that it will give you space to go the right part of the road, then you will come overtake for the left part of the road, because that is how it's supposed to be. If you overtake for right. So the answer to this number 8, na vero. Sorry, na falso. Number 9 talks say, non si può sorpassare sulla destra il tram che marcia al centro della carreggiata. Now, this one, I will still leave us, make we answer this question. Leave your, just for those people when they Zoom, when they, sorry, WhatsApp group, leave your answer as usual for this number 9. Why? Then we'll go explain number 10 before we come back. The question is even translated, so you see from there, try to understand what's in the question they talk. Se non si può sorpassare sulla destra il tram che marcia al centro della carreggiata. That is to say, if you overtake tram, when we say they transit for middle of the carriageway. Okay, we get falso, we get falso, and we get vero. Leave your answers, because with the waste time, no time to waste. And I should say some of us not the go on before we answer them. Still they wait. So for those when they YouTube, you still leave your answer for the comment section. When you say vero, falso, I don't know the number when you write. It's better you just you write whether number 9 vero, something like that, so that I will understand whether the one when you talk. Okay, very good. So number 9 we talk some say na falso, some say na vero. Very good. So we go explain number 10. Number 10 talks say il conducente che intende sorpassare deve accertarsi che la visibilità sia tale da consentire la manovra. That is to say, any driver, when we say he get the intention to overtake, he need to, accept, say the visibility in that type, when we say he permits that type of overtaking, or he permits them to take overtake, because okay, so because like here, what's in this question they talk, say if you want overtake, one of the most dangerous things for overtaking may be the risk not to hit person, or for person not to hit you. If you watch this particular type of road now, you see say your visibility, high, you understand? So they feel see far. In this particular type of road now, it's not advisable for you to overtake. You understand? Why? Because if car there your front now, it's better you follow on for back, because anything will make you put here, you don't know who they come for your back, for your front, whether on a trailer or on a bus or on another car like you understand, when they try to overtake. So that is why, if visibility not there sufficient, it's not advisable to overtake. So the answer to this question, when talk say il conducente che intende sorpassare deve accertarsi che la visibilità sia tale da consentire la manovra. The answer is vero. now going back to this number 9, when talk say non si può sorpassare sulla destra I tram che marcia al centro della carreggiata. No, the answer is not true. No be say you know if you overtake tram when they transit for middle of the carriageway for a right part. The only thing when we say you need to consider is whether the carriageway it permits you to do as in whether the space when remain it there enough or it is sufficient for you to take overtake, and also whether the road now one-way road. You understand? So it not me say because of say just the middle of the carriageway, you know if you overtake them. If now one-way road and the space went there for the carriageway, it will permit you to take overtake them. Yes, you are free to overtake them. You understand? So the answer to this number 9 now Faso. You understand? So now here we go for Lima today because we first talk say you know go to the long way just they do it like this more so that we use until they boost our morale. So for those people when we say that they maybe when they YouTube, if you want to join our Zoom class, you first join us, you understand? You get 2 days free to do that one. If you do the 2 days finish, if you want to just to relax, that one problem not there at all. So that is that one. For those of us when we say we day inside Zoom, I want give us the permission to ask question. If we say we get question to ask, we'll just welcome like 3 questions when we say we would like to ask. So if you get question, you're free to ask and not to waste time because time not to day like that. But if you not still get question, we call them good day.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sister, good afternoon,
man. I bet I'm not there, so I just came late. I don't know that you free explain number 1, number 2.
Sister, you say?
I said I just come late. I bet not there, sir.
Okay.
But now number 7 for follow you. I don't know, so you write message too.
Okay, number 7.
And I for follow you.
Okay, let me see whether I do that one. Number 1. So, like for example, this number 1, we talk say il Sorpasso è vietato di notte. Il Sorpasso è vietato di notte nei centri urbani con pubblica illuminazione insufficiente. That is to say, for this type of road for night, it is prohibited for you to overtake. Why? Because of say the external light or the street lights, the lightning is not there sufficient, which is not true because not be street light, not be go determine whether you feel overtake or you know if you overtake. After all, your car, it gets its own light, you understand? So the answer na Faso. Then number 2 talks say durante un sorpasso in autostrada insufficiente distanza di sicurezza può essere causa di incidente. That is to say, during overtaking for a highway, the insufficient safety distance, if it be the reason for accident, which is true because remember we talk say distanza di sicurezza now be the distance when we say this vehicle they keep with this one, also the one when we say this one they keep with this one, and the one with this one. So those distance, if you know this sufficient, for example, autostrada not be where they for the follow person, you say I want follow and bomber to bomber, I want kiss and for back, all those kind of things. For autostrada is not allowed. You must make sure so you maintain safety distance. Otherwise, failure to maintain safety distance, if it be the reason of accident, you understand? So that is why number 2 we talk say na vero. Why number 3 talk say è vietato sorpassare un'auto della polizia non in servizio di emergenza per non ostacolarne la marcia. That is to say, it is prohibited for you to overtake a police vehicle when we say you know they're in emergency because may you not go obstruct their movement or maybe delay their movement just like that, which is not true because a police vehicle, if not there in emergency, is considered as a normal vehicle. with the factors when we say if it prohibits you to overtake those kind of vehicle, when we say those kind of police vehicle when they not in emergency. Now, for example, if you get this sign when be deviato di sorpasso, and also if maybe for example this particular type of road when we say the maximum speed limit when they give you now 50. And maybe the police vehicle, they run 50 and you want to go overtake them. They don't say you're not in emergency. In that case, no, it is wrong. You understand? Because you know, if you exceed the speed limit to take overtake, not because of say they're not in emergency, but because of say the speed limit, it not permit you to take over. I think the owner of the road not permit you to drive down speed for that particular road. You understand? So that is why this one we talk say now faso. Why we say number 4 say dopo il sorpasso bisogna rientrare immediatamente a destra rallentando. That is to say, for example, this as these two vehicles being so, this one don't overtake, this one finish. Then this one will immediately return to the right side. Then it will come slow down. No, it's a wrong way of driving. This vehicle, as soon overtake this one finish, you need to go front small before it will come re-enter again. You understand? As I talk and say, it's advisable to make sure say from you look the vehicle when you don't overtake from your rear mirror, because anything will make you see from your rear mirror. That is to say, you don't already pass the vehicle with a sufficient distance where we say you fit re-enter without having problems. So the number 4 we talk say now fast. So while number 5 say in caso di intenso traffico è consentito ai motociclisti utilizzare per il sorpasso la corsia riservata. That is to say, during a traffic jam or hold up, is allowed for all those motorcycles to use those reserve lane, for example, emergency lane, maybe emergency lane, acceleration lane, deceleration lane, all those lanes where we say they reserve for a particular maneuver. So motorcycle people say they feel use and take overtake. It's not true because not only motorcycle, both cars, they not use all those lanes when we say they reserve for other vehicles. You understand? So that is why the answer now fast. So because if you still look here now, you see this what this vehicle they do for you is very wrong because this lane is reserved for taxi and bus. In account they use until they overtake. Now, if you watch the front now, you see say a bus and taxi. I think bus and taxi they come from in front. So if this vehicle now will not consequently enter now, waiting will come happen. So that is why it's not good to, as in it's not allowed for you to use this reserve lane to do overtaking. Why we say number, then the answer we talk say now fast one. Then number 6 say il conducente che intende sorpassare deve assicurarsi che la potenza del motore del proprio veicolo sia maggiore di quello del veicolo da sorpassare. That is to say, you when want to overtake vehicles, you need to, ensure say the engine capacity of your vehicle is greater than the one when we say you want to overtake, which is not true because the overtaking not depends on the engine capacity. Whereby, for example, for autostrada or anywhere, if I drive Fiat Cinquecento, when we say maybe they run 100, and somebody they drive Ferrari, they run maybe 90 or 70, I will still overtake them. Why? Because it not depends on the power of the engine. What it depend on the speed when we say we they run at that particular time. So, sister, you say you start from 7, and I will go to explain number 7 again, and I believe say
no problem, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you.
Maybe your questions don't answer. You understand? So, however, in the absence of question, we will leave off for here today. Next time we'll try to continue like this. We'll just get time like this, small. Then we'll solve if they answer the question. Just for the favor of especially those people who know the fee meet up with our Zoom meeting, and also to also enable us to get some things when we say we know they get chance to explain for other days. So. Thank you for your time. I want to say happy new month to you all once again. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend.